Donald Trump attempts to present himself as pro-worker. This could not be further from the truth. Donald Trump is an anti-worker fraud who serves big money interests above all else. Trump claims to oppose the outsourcing of jobs, yet under his presidency, masses of jobs were outsourced. Biden has managed to create masses of jobs. Trump is not even remotely pro-worker on the issue of outsourcing. He talked a big game, but failed to achieve anything on this issue. He claims he was good on this issue. He shamelessly lies to the working class. He screws them over whenever he has the opportunity. He pretends to serve them when he needs them. Once elected, he screws the working class over. Trump is anti-worker. Recently, Trump has been fearmongering about the idea of free public healthcare. The idea of hardworking people being able to access healthcare with ease, just as they do in every other developed country. In Trump's broken brain, this idea is a bad thing, a scary thing. Because he is an out-of-touch idiot with no regard for working class interests. His strategy towards the working class is one of divide and conquer. Constant fearmongering about immigration. He wants the working class to go to war with itself. He wants to divide the working class. He wants to distract the working class while he shamelessly screws them over and serves his rich donors. This is a man who offers the working class nothing and offers corporate America everything. Tax cuts, deregulation, hostility towards trade unions, stagnant minimum wages. Trump is of the Republican Party, a party that hates workers' rights, a party that hates trade unions, a party that hates the idea of a higher minimum wage, a party that hates the idea of even the most basic workers' rights, an anti-worker, donor-serving party. That is the party that Trump calls home, and he fits in nicely. Trump is anti-democracy. In 2020, he tried to overthrow democracy. He pushed a fake electors scheme. He tried to pressure Pence into refusing to certify election results. He called a governor and demanded that he find votes for him. He incited his deranged supporters to storm the Capitol building. Trump tried to overthrow democracy. Democracy gives the workers a voice. In many ways, democracy is the one thing that gives workers a voice, because the one advantage that workers have is their numbers. And in a democracy, it is numbers that win. Trump wants to destroy democracy. He wants to take away one of the few forms of power that workers possess. He wants to deprive workers of their voting rights. He wants to make their votes meaningless. He wants to weaken the political influence of the working class. Trump hates trade unions and he hates democracy. Without these things, the working class is totally powerless. They are at the mercy of the wealthy elite. And it is the wealthy elite that Trump belongs to and shamelessly serves. Trump wants to provide Israel with massive amounts of financial support. America has crumbling infrastructure and public services. How does the average American worker benefit from their hard-earned tax dollars being sent away to fund ethnic cleansing and mass murder in the Middle East? How does paying to destabilize an economically vital geographic region benefit the average American worker? What a senseless waste of taxpayer money. Wasting money that could easily be spent at home to destabilize economically important regions of the world. It is stupid and it is anti-worker, because those taxes are generated by workers. It is workers who create income and profit. It is workers who create this tax revenue, and Trump refuses to spend it on workers. Quite to the contrary, he wants to spend it on supporting murderous idiots in the Middle East so they can create chaos and instability, which will inevitably damage the global economy and make things worse for American workers. Trump is anti-worker in about 1,000 different ways. Donald Trump hates trade unions. Trade unions are a solution to the massive power imbalances between employers and employees. This power imbalance gives rise to mistreatment and exploitation. Trade unions address this power imbalance and give workers an opportunity to stand up for their rights. Donald Trump hates trade unions. He has no interest in making trade unions powerful. Recently, he was joking with Elon Musk about firing workers who pursue union action. He hates trade unions, and he is open about it. He jokes about it. He is a rich man, funded by rich men. He has been a wealthy elite for all of his life. He has been mixing with wealthy elites for all of his life. You really think he is going to go after them? You are kidding yourself. He has always served big money interests, and he always will. The idea of a powerful working class terrifies him. He promises tax cuts for the working class. These tax cuts will amount to a little spare change thrown to the working class to appease them, while Trump delivers massive tax cuts to his rich donors. That is what he did last time, and that is what he will do this time. He will deliver a minuscule tax cut to workers to appease them, as he delivers a massive tax cut to their employers. Donald Trump is anti-worker. He is a shameless servant of big money interests. His agenda is one of deregulation and tax cuts for the rich. He offers no serious pro-worker policy. The few Trump policies that do benefit workers only do so to the minimal degree required to appease them, as Trump shamelessly serves the wealthy. Trump is a donor-serving, anti-worker disgrace. He must be defeated in the approaching election. He is anti-worker and anti-freedom. These facts must be emphasized. He wants to deport protesters. He tried to overthrow democracy. He destroyed the right to bodily autonomy. He hates freedom. He has no interest in furthering the interests of workers and actively works against these interests. He is an anti-worker disgrace.